This is Andrew Penzi and
Louis Brennan.
Coming at you from a Turkey Edition Map Reading Challenge.
Feather Dusters 2018.
That's right. And we wanted to do a little give back today to Mr. Sean McVay himself. What do you think, Louis?
I think we need to do some tips for hunting with Sean McVay.
That's right. Maybe Louis and I we have some history with Sean McVay and this map reading challenge thing. We've been on 3 years worth of map reading challenges now. So in our vast experience on the map reading challenge, we've learned quite a bit hunting with Sean. So we wanted to give you the top 10 items that we've learned hunting with Sean McVay. What do you think? Sounds good?
Sounds like fun.
Let's do it. All right, guys, so we're gonna air some of these on my channel,
Some on my channel.
and possibly even some on Sean McVay's channel.
If we're really nice to him.
We'll see.
Action.
All right, guys, so tip number 1, invest in a GPS. They are expensive, but worth it, and you will be rewarded because they will take you back to the same spot you find every time very efficiently. You can go straight line pretty much through the woods. So I highly recommend getting a GPS. It'll take you back into places that you wouldn't have otherwise been able to get to, and it'll get you out safely. So get yourself a GPS. Okay, we can just call this tip 1A. I just wanted to add on, get yourself a lanyard for your GPS too, because I have lost this in the woods before. Amazingly, I found it again. Thank God for that. But make sure to firmly affix said GPS to said lanyard and attach it to your waist belt. So that way you always have it ready to go.
So tip number 2 would be use the internet to the best of your ability along with your GPS to, find out all the good spots. And then if you're not comfortable carrying around GPS the whole time, or you just want a bigger picture, because a lot of GPS screens are kind of small, you can always print out a map and laminate it, and then you can write your highlights on there.
We had a bug running across the front of the screen. Keep rolling, keep rolling.
So I went to Cal Topo, marked my spots in here, printed out my map, took it to a printing shop and had it laminated. So now I can make any other highlights if I don't like these areas or not, along with having it in my GPS at the same time.
All right, tip number 3, beware the open areas. Despite the deer sign, that's the key. When scouting, you might see tons of deer sign, but when you get in there to hunt, no mature buck is gonna be walking through the daylight on an area like this. So you wanna make sure that hunt areas that are appropriate for the daylight. So, maybe you could be on the edges of areas like this that have a little bit thicker cover to get the deer staging up to move into these areas in the evening, but don't hunt areas that are too open. Go for thick cover.
So my tip number 4 would be, whatever weapon you're using to hunt an animal, you gotta be proficient with it and you gotta practice with it. If you don't have an area in which you can shoot your bow at or shoot your gun at to make sure you range it out and scope and all that other stuff, you gotta find a place that can do that and do it efficiently, and then get the practice in with it too.
Hunt 'em high. That is tip number 5. I'd say stick to the high points, the ridge lines, especially if you're a newbie, because you just have much better chance with the wind direction. When you're down in the low valleys, the draws, the wind tends to swirl and it'll alert the deer. Also, if you're in like a narrow draw and the wind's blowing one direction, you've wiped out 50% of your chances of seeing deer because nothing's coming from that direction where the wind's blowing. So if you're over on the top of a ridge, it's just much better if you could have your wind blow over the ridge, and then you get the deer coming from both directions. So hunt them high.
Wait, what's rule number 1?
Always have your GPS with you.
And what did you forget?
My GPS.
Man, look at that draw. So
Bleep.
yeah, you may need to buy a beep. We're doing 10?
Well,
It's 5.
5 each, I thought.
We can just do 5.
For that, ready? 1, 2.
Oh.
Do it at the same time.
Ay, ay, ay.
1, 2, 3.
Close enough.